Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a real installation headache. When integrators are trying to find a good discrete amplifier for a small audio zone, but they can't run complex power lines.
Right. The decentralized zones, they're always a challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to understand how one specific piece of gear, the Blustream NPA20ANA, claims to solve this with maximum flexibility.
Yeah, and its whole identity is built around that solution. It's basically an advanced network audio amplifier. But the key is it bridges old school analog sources with a modern network system.
Okay, so it handles both balanced and unbalanced inputs.
It does, right where you need the sound.
Yeah.
So you're not having to, pull all that cable back to a central rack.
Okay, let's unpack the power on this thing. I'm looking at the specs.
Right.
It's a modest output, isn't it?
It is 2 by 10 watts at 4 or 8 ohms.
Or you can bridge it for 20 watts mono, so definitely not for a stadium.
Oh, no. But for a meeting room or, say, an ensuite bathroom, it's more than enough. But the power output isn't really the revolutionary part.
What is then?
It's how it gets the power. It can run entirely over PoE plus
Ethernet.
Exactly. Specifically, Type 2 Class 4, so it's getting a decent amount of juice, about 25.5 watts, from the network switch. I mean, that's a massive shift.
Yeah, that's a big deal. You're basically telling me you don't need an electrician. The network cable is doing everything.
Everything. Data and power. But then you have the question of reliability, right?
That's what I was just about to ask. What if the switch can't deliver that much power consistently?
Well, this is the really clever bit. The amplifier can actually lower its own power output.
So it throttles itself.
Yes. It negotiates with the switch and only draws what the switch can safely provide. It protects the whole infrastructure.
That makes a lot of sense. And I guess that low power strategy ties into its physical design too.
Right.
I mean, this thing is tiny.
It's incredibly small. About 17 by 14 centimeters, only 2 centimeters thick. It's designed to disappear.
Into ceilings? Behind displays?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
It's perfect for those little zones where a big, hot, traditional amplifier would be complete overkill. Plus, it has an auto standby mode with signal sensing, so it's super efficient.
Okay, let's shift to the software side, because if you're hiding this thing, you need some serious remote tools. It says here it has a 31-band EQ.
It does, yeah.
That sounds like almost overkill for a little 10-watt amp. Why is so much granular control?
It's all about acoustic correction in difficult spaces. Think about a modern conference room.
Glass walls, hard surfaces everywhere.
Exactly. Highly reflective. That EQ lets an installer surgically fix any issues like, a boomy low end or hard highs. It makes a cheap-sounding room sound professional.
And what about video? In those conference rooms, lip sync is always a potential nightmare.
It handles that too. There's a built-in audio delay specifically for lip sync correction.
Okay, that's crucial. And how does it scale? Can you link these together?
You can. You can daisy chain up to 4 of them using a master-slave feature.
And the connections for that are Phoenix connectors, I see. For anyone listening, why is that important for an installer?
It just means reliability. Phoenix connectors are secure screw-down terminals. The cables aren't going to vibrate loose or get pulled out, which is critical for a device that's going to be sealed up in a wall for years.
Right, you can't have a loose connection you can't get to.
You can't.
And finally, control. Once it's installed, how do you manage it?
Pretty much any way you want. You've got buttons on the front, of course, but also IP control, RS-232, a built-in web page for setup.
Well, good UI, okay.
And even a simple voltage trigger for integrating with, like, a basic automation system. It's designed to fit into any workflow.
So if we boil this all down, what we have is a small, smart, networked amplifier that solves the last mile audio problem.
That's a good way to put it. It combines that high-precision tuning, like the EQ and lip sync, with a network-first deployment. It's about flexibility.
And it seems built for the long haul. I see it has a 5-year warranty and it's TA compliant.
Which is huge for government or big corporate jobs. It shows a certain level of trust in the product's reliability.
So that brings us to the final thought, something for you to consider.
Given everything we've talked about, the PoE power, the small footprint, the networking, how might this decentralized approach fundamentally change how commercial integrators plan and even bid on audio zones in those massive residential or corporate projects from now on?